A very popular Portland destination is undergoing a major expansion. We're talking about the Portland Japanese Garden, which is getting ready to double in size. Joe V tells us about the garden's big plans and also how one state program made that project possible.
It remains an oasis of calm in the middle of a busy city. For more than 50 years, a place for Oregonians to reflect and relax.
We like to say that we are 4 seasons, 5 senses, and 1 extraordinary experience.
From the start of spring through the cold of winter, the Portland Japanese Garden is a destination for people seeking natural beauty and a general sense of tranquility.
So that's the Moon Bridge. That's our famous Moon Bridge. This is one of the most photographed trees in the U.S. This is a popping fiery red tree when it's at its peak.
When it first opened in the 1960s, the garden welcomed about 30,000 visitors a year. Today, that number is more than 300,000, and that's why the garden is busier than usual these days. Work is underway on the Cultural Crossing expansion, which will double the size of the Japanese garden and add a new centerpiece campus.
And the buildings will have classrooms, an institute, a library, a bonsai terrace. Where you see blue, there are going to be plants everywhere, all over the rooftop.
As a nonprofit, the Japanese Garden had to do some serious fundraising to make this multi-million-dollar project a reality. And that's where the Oregon Cultural Trust came in, with the biggest grant in its history.
The Cultural Trust this year made 7 awards at $40,000. The Japanese Garden is one of the recipients.
The Cultural Trust is a state-run agency that supports the arts, humanities, and culture of Oregon by encouraging donations to organizations like the Portland Japanese Garden.
So an individual can donate to a cultural organization like the Japanese Garden, and then they can donate to the Cultural Trust a matching amount. And that matching amount to the Cultural Trust is given back to the Oregonian through a tax credit. So it's a win-win.
It's grants like this one that help make this project possible. And we wouldn't be able to offer this cultural experience without the help from the Oregon Cultural Trust.
The expansion will finish next spring and will allow the Japanese Garden to welcome even more visitors.
It's one of Oregon's jewels. People come from all over the world and they want to come here.
Executive Director Brian Rogers says all of this goes hand in hand with the Cultural Trust's mission to support the people and places that make Oregon such a great place to live.
Oregonians really love to participate in culture. It's part of who we are.
But we can't wait for this. The new expansion will open to the public next April.